What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JJ Reacts, man. Hey, I'm back again, another reaction video. This time I got the best Larry Bird left-handed story you never heard before, man. Hey, man, we got some more Larry Bird content. Hey, man, your boy Larry Bird, the official man. YouTube, go subscribe to YouTube right now, man. He dropped another banger, man. Hey, you think you're right to this video? Ain't gonna take too much. 15 minutes, 5 seconds. Let's lock in. Hey, let's get it.
Much better than the competition, you have to find little ways to motivate yourself. So when Larry Bird was having his best season ever, he just got kind of bored one night, and he took an uneventful regular season road game and turned it into one of the most iconic games in NBA history.
Larry was well known for predicting what he was going to do on the road trips. They asked Larry, well, so Larry, you come to the end of the road trip, well, what do you got in store? You've achieved all your milestones. He said, I'm going to play this game left-handed. And they said, yeah, right. So, no, I'm going to play left-handed. And if the game's in doubt...
I'm gonna pause right here, bro. I go lie. If you're a dominant hand, it's either left hand and right-handed, and you're playing with your opposite hand, bro, in the game, that's automatically crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If you're not ambidextrous, bro, and you're playing with your opposite hand in the game, you're not from this planet, bro. I'm gonna just keep it like that.
Fourth quarter, I'll switch back to right.
Cause you're not from this planet.
The entire game left.
And I don't want to hear it.
And he had a triple-double.
Fucking triple with his left hand, bro. Like what?
2 points for Bird. That was a great shot. I mean, made it look easier. He shot that with the left hand, floating underhander, and made it look simple. Down at the point. Larry Bird with that left hand again, and that's what makes him so tough. The fact that he has the ability to use both.
Oh my gosh, he's doubted that.
All young basketball players should strive to do. Perfection.
Oh my god, the disrespect.
On Valentine's
The
Day,
disrespect. He didn't have to throw the ball like that.
Kevin McHale, Larry Bird disrespected an entire team by playing the game left-handed. And at the end of 3 quarters, Larry Bird had 27 points, nearly all of them left-handed. He was literally toying with the entire league.
I had a good left hand around the basket, and they always, if you watch, if I remember the game correctly, they would force me left to help, and they wasn't getting there quick enough. So I had shots around 5-6 foot with my left hand. I felt more comfortable with my left hand there than I did my right. Then once I got started making a few, I just kept going.
Larry Bird from Johnson, excellent pass, and another 2 points with the left hand for Larry Bird.
That's some crazy ass shit, bro. Boy, if you tell me.
Here in the third quarter.
But here's how this legendary game was even more impressive than the legend itself. Because in the 4th quarter, it was a very close game, and over the span of 5 possessions, Bird made 3 consecutive insane left-handed shots. Most NBA players would never even dream of trying a left-handed floater in transition, but Bird casually faked one defender, avoided another, and lobbed a shot off the glass to put the Celtics up by 6.
Larry Bird and the left hand again. 35 for Larry. And he has a triple-double. He's got 11 rebounds and 10 assists.
And after a Blazers 3 cut the lead in half, Larry was still using his left hand and buried a hook shot that no other player has ever mastered other than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he did it left-handed.
For Bird. Another left-hander by Larry Bird.
Larry's mixture of skill, creativity, and flat-out arrogance to pull
That's
off a
tough,
sweeping
bro.
left-handed hook shot during a close game in the 4th quarter has to be top 5 most savage moments of Larry Bird's career.
But what was crazy was 4th quarter close game, and all of a sudden he breaks out the most insanely batshit nuts left-handed shots in the world. Throwing left-handed floaters off the glass in transition from like 12 feet. And then the very next play just throws in a sweeping lefty hook from like 10 feet. And then 2 possessions later has a sweeping lefty and 1 hook. And it's like, okay. Like, you never see any offhand shots like that. And he did 3 in a row while they were holding off a charge. So
And won.
Larry was a cold-blooded man. And you didn't need me to tell you that.
And with under a minute to go, the game was tied up, and Larry Bird decided that he should go back to his right hand and put the Portland Trail Blazers out of their misery. But as Larry went for the kill, a bizarre no-call puts the Celtics in deep trouble.
Bird in a great move. No foul, no goaltending. 3-on-2 for Portland. Drexler, Vandeweghe. Timeout, Boston. They can't believe it. Ames going over to the official saying he hung on the rim, and he's right. It should have been goaltending, Bill. Let's take a look at it. Let's see if Bird gets hit. There's the hanging on the rim on the shot by Bowie. That was goaltending with the ball up there. Portland now with a 2-point lead in 41 seconds.
And down by 2, Larry Bird puts the team on his back.
Drexler. Kersey had it, but Bird comes down with the big rebound. Larry Bird. We're tied with 6 seconds left. Timeout. Portland. Bird with 43 points.
This game-tying shot sent the game into overtime. And in overtime, with the Celtics down by 1 with 17 seconds on the clock and Larry Bird's historical performance on the line, Larry Bird does exactly what he's been known to do over and over and over again in the clutch.
Game clock, top of your screen. Larry Bird with 3 seconds left.
Just fucking Pezzy pull, bro.
47 points for Larry Bird. The Boston Celtics, as they usually do, have prevailed here in overtime from Portland. Our player of the
And he like, nigga, y'all can have the ball.
broadcasting most valuable player,
Shit crazy, bro.
Bird with 47 points on 62% shooting, 14 rebounds.
62%?
He had 1 steal and 1 block. Another triple-double for Larry Bird, his second consecutive one.
Some night it goes in, some night it don't. That night it happened to work out, but
And you got the nerve to say that. Boy,
if I remember correctly,
this
they won it in
nigga,
overtime.
Larry Bird's a savage, bro.
You know, probably shot with my right hand the whole game.
Bro, and he's dead ass.
Game, a reporter named Dan Shaughnessy wrote an article in the Boston Globe titled "Just Call Him Lefty Bird," where Larry Bird said, "I'm saving my right hand for the Lakers." But why was Larry Bird so dead set on embarrassing the rest of the league and proving that he was way better than everyone else? Because 1 year earlier, the Celtics were set to repeat as NBA champions, but Larry Bird made one disastrous mistake that ended up costing the Celtics a championship. Because that year, a Celtics-Lakers rematch in the NBA Finals seemed inevitable.
Last year they had a down year, and we had an up year, and we're playing great, and they're playing great. So I look for us to be in the finals to see who plays the LA Lakers. And
the way it's going right now, you're going to be MVP twice in a row, maybe the world champions twice in a row. Larry Bird, ladies and gentlemen, one of the greats of all time.
Well, no question. You know, we were the favorites, and we made our way. They won the East, we won the West. So it's like everybody just get ready, sit back, and let's enjoy it.
You know, this is it, first week of June. And it always happens to be Boston Celtics and LA Laker time.
However, as the Celtics celebrated a victory in the Eastern Conference Finals at a local bar in Boston, Larry Bird got into an argument with the bouncer. This argument escalated into a shouting match that spilled out into the streets and caused Larry Bird to punch the bouncer in the face. An eyewitness said, "I don't know what happened inside, but there was a noise and a scuffle as they came across the street. Then Larry Bird went boom, a nice sweep over the top with his right hand to the left side of his face. This altercation ended in a lawsuit, and Larry Bird agreed to a settlement. And unfortunately for the Boston faithful, Larry Bird broke his shooting hand during this incident, and it was noticeably swollen for the rest of the playoffs.
Bird made a great play. He knew he was going to get clobbered. He's got a swollen finger that he got. Look at that index finger on his right hand. You wouldn't believe a guy with a finger like that can shoot that well from the outside. He can hardly bend it.
And when the Celtics team doctor examined him, the doctor said, Larry Bird had been in some kind of altercation. I examined Larry's hand, and it was swollen to double the size of his regular hand. And the condition of Larry's finger is such that he cannot make a fist on his own. And when Larry Bird came out the next day for practice with his hand heavily taped, that same reporter, Dan Shaughnessy, doubtfully asked if Larry Bird would be able to shoot with his hand wrapped like that. Bird told that reporter that he could tape up his entire shooting hand and still outshoot the reporter with his left hand. So, Larry Bird had the trainer tape his entire right hand into a fist and challenged the reporter to a shooting competition, 100 free throws at $5 per shot, and Bird could only use his left hand. The reporter made 54 out of 100 shots, but Larry Bird, with his shooting hand taped into a fist, made 86 out of 100 shots, left-handed. The reporter owed Larry $160 that he paid in cash the next day before the Sixers game. And like a cruel older brother, Larry took the money and played the entire game with those 8 $20 bills stashed in his sock. savage. Larry
Bro.
Bird was literally in a class of his own.
What the fuck, bro? This nigga Larry Bird has to be the most fucking menace to society NBA player I ever seen in my life, bro. Bro, he had the money in his socks, bro. In his socks, though, bro. In his socks.
Because he was the first player in NBA history to average 50% from the field, 40% from the three-point line, and 90% from the free throw line, becoming the very first member of the 50-40-90 club.
And he's just,
Until Kevin
and he's just so nonchalant about it.
Larry Bird, for 35 years, was the only player ever to have multiple 50-40-90 seasons while averaging at least 20 points per game. Larry Bird was truly ahead of his time and in a class all by himself.
Larry Bird winning the long-distance shootout for the third year in a row.
Unfortunately, after that bar fight, Larry was forced to play the rest of those 1985 playoffs with a broken shooting hand.
Only he knows the effect of his injured elbow and finger and ankle and what have you. He never uses it as an excuse, but so far he has not shot well from the field and has not been a factor.
I think Dr. J may be playing him, forcing him to go to his right hand a little bit more than Larry was in the prior games. He's playing on his hand and jabs at it, and he wanted a foul. He didn't get it, Larry Bird. Too bad.
And when asked about it, Larry said, "It hurts, but I can't use it as an excuse. It's just another thing you have to accept." In fact, Larry tried to downplay his injuries so much that the story of the bar fight that broke his shooting hand didn't even come out until the following season. And when the story broke, Larry Bird was not happy about it at all.
You know, Larry, when I wrote about Larry's barroom fight and
Bro.
Chelsea was hurt the 85 playoff push, you know, Larry didn't talk to me for 4 or 5 months after that. I knew that was going to happen. I understood that, but it was too bad, you know, and he eventually, I think, got over it. He knew he made a mistake there. We all make mistakes. It's okay. But there was no way you could cover it up or pretend it didn't happen, because it affected the fans. It affected how he shot, possibly, and whether they won the championship or not in '85. So that was the story. But, you know, if a guy's just having 1,000 beers or something, it's not affecting his play, you don't need to write that or get into his business. When it gets into the fans' business, then we do.
Although the Celtics took care of business and beat the 76ers in 5 games, Larry Bird struggled immensely shooting the ball those last 2 games.
Bird, top of the key. Bird is 3 for 11. This is his worst shooting game of the series.
Because he went from averaging 28.7 points per game to 15.5 points per game, and from 52% shooting from the field to 30% shooting from the field. So is this a coincidence? I think not. Because in the finals versus the Lakers, Larry continued to struggle.
Larry Bird with his first shot. Bird came back.
That motherfucker accurate though, bro.
Bird with a runner. 10 to 2
That shit's still accurate.
now for LA, and Larry
That shit's even crazier.
Stop. Pulls up against Haynes. And it's now 12 to 2. Casey Jones is going to call a 20-second timeout. The crowd is indeed out of the ball game at this point.
While Larry might not use it as an excuse, I will. His shooting numbers were down significantly, which is the only reason that the Lakers won the 1985 title in 6 games, preventing the Celtics from going back-to-back.
Bird. 70 to 53. Bird. Missing.
They're all trying for three-point shots. Bird.
That's got to be the ultimate thrill for the Lakers.
Kareem hits again with a skyhook. The Lakers are less than a minute away.
Unusual sight. Celtics losing a championship at home. Never happened before.
This nigga Kareem was fucking balding at the age of 20. Oh my gosh, I never understood back in the day, bro. Some of these hairstyles is just fucking hilarious. Like, this nigga Kareem is balding at 20, bro.
The Lakers are winning it. 3 in 6 years. LA comes to Boston and wins the world title.
You know, I was the only guy that wrote about Larry getting into that barroom fight in the '85 finals when you guys lost, and I really felt that was newsworthy because he didn't shoot well after that, and the Celtics didn't win the playoffs that year, and they had a really good team, as you know. That team was stacked.
Coach, how badly injured is Larry Bird? Is there an excuse there?
Oh, that's no excuse, no. If he's out there in uniform and he's playing, then that's it comes with the territory.
I guess Larry should have shot the ball with his left hand like he did against that reporter.
Yeah, he
Which
should have.
brings me to that very next season, because if you actually believe that the Lakers would have still won the title in 1985 if Larry Bird were healthy, then look no further than 1986, when the Celtics brought back the exact same starting five. Because after Larry's hand was healed, he and the Boston Celtics wanted their revenge and dedicated the entire season to dethroning the Lakers. And that year, the 1986 Celtics steamrolled the entire league and finished with the regular season home record of 40-1, which still stands as the greatest regular season home record of all time. And including the playoffs,
Fucking 40-1, bro.
The Boston Celtics team to a home record of 50-1, dethroning the Lakers as
Shit is crazy.
champions, just like Larry Bird envisioned.
The way it's going right now, you're going to be MVP twice in a row, maybe the world champions twice in a row. Larry Bird, ladies and gentlemen, one of the greats of all time.
You know how much I love Opera GX. If you ever tune into any of my streams, you'll see Opera GX exclusively being used.
The way it's going right now, you're going to...
Hey, man. Hey. That's it for the reaction, man. Hey. Like, comment, subscribe for your boy JG, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Hey, man. Like I said, bro, Larry Bird is the most fucking menace fucking NBA player I ever seen in my life, bro. Like, ever. Hey. That's it for your reaction. Your boy JG out.